What's up, men? Back again with another video. I figured it would be a good time to record this because I'm driving and I need to take a shit. And I'm not a bitch, so I'm not about to pull over to take a shit. I'm gonna wait till I get where I'm going, which is shortly. But I figured I could record a video because, I'm a little bit angry because I need to shit. I guess it's just because I need to shit. So, I was thinking about not seeking attention from anyone. And I was thinking about maybe a year or two ago, there was a girl I'd spend a lot of time around. And every once in a while, she would give me a compliment that I hated. And it wasn't one specific thing that she said. It was just that she complimented me. I hated that she did it. And I rejected it. And it was like, get the fuck away from me. That's how I felt. Because she was trying to stroke my ego. To get a level of control over me. She wanted to compliment me like I needed it. Because that's a deep-seated male thing that we want a woman to admire us for how great we fucking are. And so she would do that. And I noticed women in general, right? There's certain ones that will give you compliments that aren't fucking real. It's to try to get you some validation. Talking about it right now. I've got a friend who does that. He hands me fake compliments to see if it'll change my emotional state. Because if it changes your emotional state, they have control over how you feel. So then when this person's mad at you, they take the compliments away to control you. And that's what women will do. And that's why I never liked it. When this girl would give me compliments. And she was a girl that I could point out the subconscious things, and I call it subconscious instead of unconscious, because if you can point it out to someone and they know what you're talking about, it's subconscious, right? It's right in between the conscious and the unconscious mind. If you point it out to someone and they have no clue, then it's completely unconscious, right? And so she was a girl who had these subconscious things that she would say or do, and I could point them out, and sometimes she would deny 5 times. 5 times she would deny it. And I would persist and say, no, you know what it is. And eventually she would cave, right? Just like a woman. She doesn't have the fight in her that I do. And I knew that she knew. I knew that they were subconscious things. I'm not going to be around, I can't be around a woman who is very unconscious with the things that she does, right? I can't be around anyone who acts in an extreme unconscious manner, right? It's not, I've been meditating too long. It's not possible that I could enjoy that person's presence or enjoy myself when I'm in their presence. So, she was a girl that I could talk to. And I was thinking about how my ex-girlfriend, who she, the last night I saw her, when I broke up with her, like, finally, it was over. She was looking at another man. And she was doing it to make me jealous, because we went to a restaurant that we would frequent. And there was a manager at that restaurant who was a brunette girl. She was cute. And she liked me. And it was, an irresistible type of like, right? I'm retaining. I'm not having sex with this girl, but she's my girlfriend. So this manager was irresistibly attracted to me. And we would frequent this place. And it just so happened that every time we went, she was fucking working. And so my girlfriend knew that she was into me. And as we're walking into this restaurant, we haven't been in a while, she says, I wonder if that manager is here. Now, I don't fucking know if she's there or not, right? And my girlfriend is thinking about her, not me. So we go in. She's not there. We got sat down by the manager, right? She was up at the host desk, and she sat us down. This was a blonde girl, a different one. Well, she likes me. We're sitting in this restaurant, you know, she's asking if we've been there before. Yeah, we've been here before, blah, 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 whatever. I can tell, right? And of course, my girlfriend knows too, because I can't be around someone who's very unconscious. So my girlfriend knows this. And my girlfriend goes to the bathroom. I don't know at the time, right? I don't know fucking everything, but damn it, I try. But my girlfriend goes to the bathroom, and I didn't know at the time that what she was doing was she was feeling insecure. So she went and looked in the mirror at herself. She was looking in the mirror like, am I pretty? Do I look good enough? Because this other girl was a pretty girl, right? Aren't they all fucking pretty? So she was a good-looking girl. And when my girlfriend is in the bathroom, she comes back. She comes back to get our drinks or take our order, whatever it is. And she's talking to me. She's keeping the conversation going. And I'm noticing that she's lingering. Then my girlfriend comes out the bathroom. Bad news. Bad recipe. And I knew. I was like, this is bad. So my girlfriend starts looking at another man. He's taller than me, whatever. To make me insecure, right? Like, I've done this on purpose. And like I said, I did not know. I didn't know that that's what my girlfriend was doing. I knew this woman was into me. I kept space from her and wasn't rude. But that happened, right? So I get mad in the restaurant. My girlfriend knows that I'm mad. She can tell. And she's now afraid. So we get in my truck and we're driving home, and I bring it up to her. You know, I don't waste much time. We sit in the truck because it's clear that there's something in the air. So I mentioned what she did, and she immediately physically responded. And she started scratching her neck, and she got real nervous when I was like, you were doing something, like, you knew that I was mad in the restaurant because you were doing something that I was not okay with. I did not like. And because, you know, when she's doing this, I'm looking at that guy, and in my head, I'm having the thoughts of just walking up there and beating the shit out of him. Not saying a word, nothing. He was an employee there, and just beating the living shit out of him. You know, I was enraged because, honestly, in this restaurant, all the girls are looking at me. They're all looking at me. And my girlfriend knows it. She's extremely insecure. I did not know all of this at the time, right? So I mentioned it to her. She does this, and then she says, as I present to her what she did, I present it in a way that she can lie to me. I present it as if I don't know what she was doing fully, right? And I do that on purpose. I want to see if she lies to me or not. And the first thing she responded with was that she didn't know why, but she just got really hot, right? She got real hot. She was flushed, and I couldn't see it. It was nighttime. So she was flushed, red hot, and she said her neck was itching. And I saw her move the way she did, and I knew she was nervous. And then she said that, and I know when I was a kid, if my parents presented me with something that they knew I had done, and I wanted to lie about it, and I knew it was bad, right? You get this physical response of extreme fear, right? It's like fear and guilt for what you did. You know, you're not ashamed, but it's guilt. You know that it's there. Your teacher could hit you with it, right? Because your parents and these people would hold you to a high standard that they knew that you knew better, right? They didn't treat you like you were stupid. And so she responded that way, right? And she lied. So that was it. I never saw her again, never spoke to her again, because she lied. And she knew that she lied. She knew what she did. She knew that it was wrong, right? That's the thing. Because I didn't know in the restaurant that she was going to check and see if she looked pretty and this stuff, right? This stuff is happening to me. Women are very socially aware. They're very aware of subtle things. And a lot of the stuff they do is subconscious, not unconscious. So you can hold them accountable, right? She didn't feel that guilt. She didn't respond, right? I didn't know that she was flushed red. I had no way of pointing it out. We're sitting in my truck and it's dark outside. I just remember seeing the way that she moved her body when I presented it with her and stopped speaking. I knew that she knew, and she denied it anyway. So, of course, I'm not going to be around a liar. I've called it for what it is, and you've lied to me. You fucked up. You fucked up. This is the second time, right? I've given her a second chance because she had done something before that I imagine was unconscious. I imagine it was unconscious because when I pointed it out to her and explained to her why you don't do this, she accepted it for what it was. It was okay. She respected me for it, actually, because no one had ever done that, right? And she knew, right? It was unconscious, but she also subtly knew what it was. And so then she used it against me. And I realized that part of it was because I relied on her complimenting me. There was an element of my ego that relied on her telling me how great I am, how awesome I am. So she used it, right? She used it against me. Eventually, and it's not her fault. I'm not going to blame her. It's my fault. It's my fault for allowing myself to get to a place to where I need her for my own confidence, right? I need her to compliment me to feel good. Sometimes it's just the validation for the work that you do, right? You just want to be validated for the work that you do. And we get like this as men. My brother is really bad about this. He seeks validation from me. And the thing about it when you become someone like that is if that person gives you that validation, you look at them as beneath you. Beneath you because they gave you what you wanted, right? Like you're in control of them. But, truthfully, they're in control of you. They control your mood if they validate you or not. And I think this is what happens a lot in life is you think that you're in control. You think that you're dominating someone, but you're actually giving up your own control in a subtle way. I don't know all the fucking ways, but I think that is something that happens. So, of course, naturally, it's best to rely on yourself, to look to yourself for the things that you need, for the things that you want, right? I don't need, right? The best idea to have in your mind, the best belief to hold is that you don't need external validation from a female. You need a woman that loves you, not a woman that compliments you, right? Loves you at the root of who you are, not loves you because of what you do, right? I think that's where my relationship kind of got with my girlfriend, was it became very transactional in that way that I do good, I make money, I do good things, right? I take her on a date and stuff, and she compliments my personality. She compliments, really not even my personality, she compliments what I do. The action that I take, right? And on a deeper level, I would probably prefer to be complimented on who I am, not what I do, right? But you still, I still, nobody should still seek a compliment for who they are. Because again, you're giving up, you're giving away, it's for your own spirit, for your own soul, but it's also for the relationship. If you give someone the ability to do that to you in the relationship, it could ruin the relationship eventually. If you care about the person, right, on a subtle level, you don't allow them to do that. You don't allow the relationship to devolve into that place. And it's very hard to see that. But that the point is to just get it from within yourself, not to have the external validation of the world or anyone around you, especially your woman. Because again, women are very socially aware. There's things like that whole situation, that story I just told y'all. She knew what was going on the entire time. And I, like, half knew, right? Maybe like 75% knew. There was a social cue in there that I missed, which was her going to the bathroom because she was insecure, right? I didn't know that. It's been a year, maybe a year and a half later now, and I can see that. Here it is, this long, 12 to 18 months, and I can see now why she went to the bathroom, what went on, and then she came back out, and this manager was standing there, right? Because I had a situation like this similarly with this same girlfriend. We were at a restaurant. She went up and went to the restroom, and there was no attraction coming from anywhere or anything. She went up and went to the restroom. There was an older couple sitting next to us, and at my 10 o'clock was a table of girls, 6 girls. And when my girlfriend went up and went to the restroom, one of them came over and sat down in my girlfriend's seat and, tried to get my phone number, right? I know immediately when she sits down there what the fuck is going on. You don't do that. And I told this girl very quickly, right? She said hello, I said hello, right? And she said what she said, and then I said, if my girlfriend comes out of that bathroom and sees you sitting here, it's going to be terrible. And she knew, and I said it that way because it was a guilt trip, because she knew that what she was doing was wrong. And you're going to horrify my girlfriend, my woman. If she comes out of that bathroom and sees you sitting there, it's going to horrify her. And you, bitch, are going to be coming in my relationship, fucking up my shit. Right? And so she got her ass up, rejected, and went the fuck away, back to the table. And it was so deep and so subtle that my girlfriend, I told her what happened. Sitting there. And I had picked up, when we went into this restaurant, there was a vase of flowers, and I stole one of the flowers and gave it to my girlfriend. And so she took that flower and gave it to one of that girl's friends and told her to give it to her friend. And it was because my girlfriend, I could see the look on her face. She felt sorry for that girl. She felt really bad and felt sorry for that girl. Right? So the girls know. I didn't really feel sorry for her. I was like, bitch, get the fuck away from me. You dumb bitch. Get the fuck away from me. You're a whore. Right? So I'm kind of condemning. And my girlfriend knows on a subtle level to be nice to this girl because she is a hoe, right? But she's not going to condemn her. She's going to show more compassion. And praise God for that, right? If you're similar to what I just said personality-wise, that's your first impulse. Get a good, empathetic woman around you, and she will help balance you out socially around other people. Because I remember I admired her for doing that. I thought, man, that was a really, brave thing to do, to care more about her than yourself, right? Because you could have just went and tried to fight her. But you didn't. And she didn't go and give the flower to her directly, so it didn't seem like a confrontation, right? She gave it to her friend to give to her. So it was a message in a bottle. Beautiful, right? And this is something that semen retention will make you realize. Nothing has made me realize this stuff like semen retention has. That's how men and women will interact with each other. right? If you set up that type of scenario, y'all will interact with each other on a level where it's just superficial, you know? You give her things, she strokes your ego, right? And that's hell. That's hell. That would be a terrible place to be. A little fragile, superficial relationship. But this is why you don't, her and I's relationship was slightly forced on my end, right? She was attracted to me. I thought she was cute, and so I talked to her. Approached her, got her number, whatever. Actually, that's not even what happened. She started talking to my friend's wife because she liked me. And she wanted my number, and I got her number that way. So I didn't make the initial approach. She did, right? And I've learned that no, you never, ever, if a woman approaches you, you never, ever talk to her. You never, ever speak to her on that relationship level. That is fucked. That's a fucked relationship from the beginning. It's not going to be built on the correct things that it needs to be built on, right? To stay together. That's the whole damn point of a relationship, isn't it? So, don't look to women or anyone else for that validation. Don't give them that ability. Don't give anyone that power over you, especially not women. That's a very weak thing to do. You know, seek it within yourself. Seek it from yourself. You should know within yourself that you're the man. You don't need anyone else to stroke your ego. I know I'm the man. I knew I was the man before you did, right? You had to see me do things and see me act this way. You had to see me be this guy to know that I was the man. I already knew that I was the man. All right, so there you go, fellas. Subscribe to the channel. Share this with a friend. Have a great day.